Nearly 4.3 million Minnesotans cast a ballot in 2024. That's just over 76%, giving us one of the best voter turnout rates in the country. So when Senator Liz Boldon says Minnesotans are voters, she means it. It's also why she says she's committed to making sure every one of our voices is heard. Senator, welcome back to Senate Spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me back.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Let's start off by talking about the federal Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act, or also known as the SAVE Act. Break down for us what that is.
Yeah. So this is a bill in federal legislation that we are tracking and watching. It currently has passed out of the House. It is sort of sitting and ready for action in the Senate. And it requires a few things. It would require Americans to provide proof of citizenship in person when they're registering to vote. So that would be like a passport, a certified birth certificate. Things that not everyone has, I will note, and costs money to acquire if you don't have it, and we can come back to that. It also would functionally eliminate online or mail-in registration, and it requires a valid photo ID to be provided when voting. So that would be not a student or tribal ID, those don't qualify, and not all military IDs will qualify. And so really what it does is it creates barriers for people to be able to vote. Voting is a right that all eligible folks, Americans have, and so putting these things in place are going to disenfranchise millions of Americans, honestly. So I have huge concerns with it, as do many Americans and many Minnesotans.
And you mentioned that there is a cost associated with birth certificates and passports, and you said you would explain that a little more. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so as I said, it would require people to have sort of these documentations to have in person with them, and not, as I said, not everyone has a passport. 146 million Americans don't have a valid passport. Only about 55% of Minnesotans have passports, and so that's a very large number of people who, then if they want to vote, which again is a right, would have to go get a passport, which comes with a cost of, in dollars, it can be upwards of $150 plus, but also time in terms of getting documents and going through the process. And it again would create barriers for people to have to go through those steps. And largely it affects women. As you think about who has changed their name, who doesn't have a name that is the same on their birth certificate as it might be on their driver's license. It is in large part women who have been married. And so in adding these extra steps and these extra barriers for people to exercise a right that they have, it really amounts to essentially a poll tax. If people have to go to pay to get these documents, and it really is a tax on some Americans and not others.
And I have to say on my half, I have my birth certificate and it is old and it is torn in places, so I don't even know if that would be counted, but if I needed a new one, I'd have to pay for that too and get it shipped to me and yada yada, so that's part of that equation as well. Would this only apply to new voters, or who does it impact?
Yeah. It would impact everyone who is registering to vote, everyone who's seeking to register to vote, anyone who updates their address, anyone who relies on mail-in voting. As I said, it would essentially alter that. People would have to, for mail-in voting, they would have to submit photo copies of their documents, which again creates another barrier. Not everyone has access to photocopying documents. And so it would affect everyone who doesn't essentially already have all of these materials available to them.
Right, so that's new voters, people who've moved, rural voters. It's trying to correct a problem, and the problem is non-citizen voting. To your knowledge, is that a problem?
I would say it's trying to correct a problem that doesn't exist. If we look at the data, if we look at the evidence, out of the hundreds of millions of votes that have been cast in U.S. elections since 2003, there have been about a dozen or less instances of non-citizens voting. There just is not data to back this up. Voting by non-citizens is illegal right now. In fact, when you go to register with the Minnesota Secretary of State, the very first question that is asked asked of you is affirming that you are a citizen. It is quite clear that that is a necessity, and there are steep consequences for people who do register and vote and are not citizens. They will be deported. People are not risking that to vote. There's not any evidence to back up that this is a problem across the country or in Minnesota.
You've said you're tracking the SAVE Act, but it's a federal effort. So what can the state do there?
I think, Minnesotans are voters. We care a lot about our democracy. I'm really proud of the work that we have done in the last few years to protect and expand our voting systems here in Minnesota, which are very safe and secure. We are very, very fortunate. And I also want to lift up part of the reason that is we've got an excellent Secretary of State in Steve Simon, and we have an excellent system of Minnesotans who volunteer and work as election judges. These are our neighbors, these are our families and our friends who do that work of making our elections run. And so I want to just give a shout out and a thanks to those folks who really make things work so well. In terms of what we have done in the legislature, in protecting our voting and democracy, I would name a few things. One is the Minnesota Voting Rights Act, which we passed a year or two ago, establishes protections and that right of action against discrimination for Minnesotans. We passed Restore the Vote, which of course re-enfranchised about 55,000 Minnesotans who had their right to vote restored after a previous conviction and incarceration. I was very proud to be the author of the Democracy for the People Act that we passed in 2023, which did things like automatic voter registration, pre-registration of 16 and 17-year-olds, permanent absentee voting, and allows for multilingual information related to elections and voting. We have passed protections against deepfakes being used to spread disinformation to voters. And we have added some additional funding to local counties. Our elections are really run locally, and so we have passed some additional funding to be sure that our counties have the resources they need for equipment and all of the things that they need to have those elections run. And we are doing work this year as well. We'll see what passes into law, but things that we are talking about include enhancing protections against election workers, as we are seeing an increase and a ramp up of intimidation and threats against election workers. Again, our neighbors who are making our elections run really well. We are having conversations around increasing fines for those who break the law and the rules around campaign finance disclosure of spending in elections. We have seen that, and we're not trying to get at volunteer treasurers or people who make a mistake. That is not the problem we're trying to get at. But there are some entities who spend a lot of money in our elections and view sort of the low fines and penalties as the price of doing business. Of, maybe if the fine is so low for me to not submit my report for a couple of days, I'm going to just take that chance and not do it and just pay the fine. Some of the fines haven't been updated since the 80s, and so it's time. And so we are continuing to do the work to be sure that we are just updating our processes and making sure that Minnesotans know that their votes are safe and secure. And we're doing all that we can to protect their votes and their rights here in Minnesota.
Sounds like it. There's a lot going on and a lot that has already been done. People who support the SAVE Act say it can improve election security by adding that extra layer of documentation. What's your take on that?
I would say, again, it's trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. And in doing that, it's creating barriers for millions of people. It would disenfranchise millions of Americans and many, many Minnesotans, people who don't right now have those documents. But American citizens, people eligible to vote, but don't have those documents right now, would have to spend the time, resources, money to get them. As this has being debated and sort of out there, I have talked to many, many people who have said, this would really be a challenge for me, that, my name now is different. I've been married, I've changed my name. I was born in another state, so now I'm going to have to go, I don't have my birth certificate anymore. I'm going to have to go back to this other state, get my birth certificate. There are errors sometimes in documents, and so having to get those corrected. And so there are a lot of ways that this is going to disenfranchise people, again, from a right that they have to vote. And so it gives me big concerns that we're not actually solving a problem, but we are creating barriers for people.
Not solving a problem, but creating new ones, it sounds like. I want to turn to something else you're working on in response to federal election efforts. You have a bill, Senate File 4147, which would minimize the influence of dark money on Minnesota's elections. And that's a response to the United States Supreme Court's Citizens United ruling. So tell me about that. Those are a lot of buzzwords that I've heard. So tell me what that means.
Yes, I am very happy to talk about this. And I will say, as I have been working on this bill, a lot of people have been reaching out to me saying, I'm really excited about this. Thank you for your work on this. So this does, as you said, try to get at the problem of dark money in our elections. And so when we think about that, there is a lot of money being spent in our elections. And I want to just give a couple of figures to kind of frame that up for people. Outside spending in our elections nationwide has skyrocketed. And this is, as you said, in relation to the Citizens United decision, which was a Supreme Court decision that essentially opened the doors and the floodgates for corporations to spend in our elections. And so prior to that decision, in 2008, there was about $144 million in outside money spent in our elections nationally. That number has increased to, in 2024, it was $4.5 billion. That's an increase of 2,800%. So an explosion. And Minnesotans know that. They see that, and they don't like it. And so when we talk about that spending, it often is not transparent. And so when we talk about dark money in our elections, it really is that we don't know where it's coming from. And Minnesotans also don't like that. They want to know who is trying to influence their vote, and they should have a right to know who's trying to influence their vote and spending. And so this bill is aimed at increasing that transparency and limiting the powers of corporations to spend in our elections. And so it does just that. It is very clear in law that corporations are delineated powers by the state. We, as the state legislature, have the responsibility, the ability to designate what powers corporations have. That is very clear. And that means that we don't have to give them the power to spend money in our elections. And so my bill just removes that power from them. And that really is the only thing it changes. All the other powers remain, but it removes the power for them to spend money in our elections.
I know that there's that discomfort of not knowing who's influencing you, but talk to me about the other impact on Minnesotans. Like I heard in committee, there was one former elected official who talked about how she got, incredibly outspent and she didn't know by who, and so it's kind of kicking out those more grassroots campaigns.
It really is, and that's one of the things I hear from Minnesotans is they feel like their voices are getting drowned out. And folks who can donate to a campaign $5 or $10 or $20 or even $500, which is a lot of money, really pales into comparison to these corporations who are spending, as we just heard, billions of dollars in our elections. And those statistics are what I gave, our national statistics. I will just say in Minnesota, a report from the U of M Humphrey School of Public Affairs found that over half of the spending in the most competitive races in 2020 in Minnesota had a lot of that was dark money spending. State elections in Minnesota in 2024 attracted over $25 million in outside spending. And so Minnesotans just feel like their voices are being squashed by this dark money, this giant spending from corporations. And that translates into candidates who are experiencing this in their race too. We did have, as you said, that testifier in committee who experienced that and just was not able to really, there was no transparency of where this money flooded in and came from, and it's very difficult for Minnesotans to overcome that.
This bill has been called a new approach. It's novel, and if it passes, it'll be the first of its kind in this country. But there are risks associated with that. It's unknown territory, right? And in committee, concerns were brought up about its constitutionality and how it could lead to an expensive legal fight. So I want to get your reaction to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a valid question and something we certainly should be thinking about. I think this is a novel approach and one that is being tried and in varying degrees of progress across the country. There are many states who are now trying this, and will Minnesota be the first one to get it across the finish line? I don't know, but I think it is very clear that we have a problem. And so we should be looking at all the solutions at our disposal. I think this is a solid one. I think it is on very solid legal ground, and I'm certainly having conversations with many, many folks about that. That's not to say that it can't and won't be challenged in court regardless. That certainly is very possible. But we have to take steps to solve this problem. And I will say, again, as I have been working on this, Minnesotans are contacting me frequently and asking about this and saying, thank you for working on this. Thank you for taking on this, because they recognize, and it is not a partisan issue. Minnesotans, Democrats, Republicans, independents, people with no political affiliation recognize that the explosion of money, and particularly dark money in our elections, is bad for democracy. It's bad for Americans. It's bad all the way around, and they don't like it. They want us to be working on solutions, and so we should be looking at all of the angles, all of the ways that we can approach that.
Yeah, you said it's not a partisan issue, and actually you've said you expect bipartisan opposition. Your bill's already been through 3 committees. Do you have any hope that it's going to pick up some bipartisan support along the rest of its journey?
I certainly hope so. I think it is true that I don't think this is a partisan issue, at least not outside of the Capitol. Sometimes issues are more partisan inside the Capitol, but when you talk to Minnesotans and we talk to Americans, people with no political affiliation, they are certainly recognizing this problem. And I am, willing to talk to anybody about this who wants to talk about it. I do anticipate we will continue to gain support as we move along, as more people become aware of it and more people are advocating for it, reaching out to their representatives and senators saying, can you, this is a way to do something about this, can you please support it? So we'll see as we continue down this road.
Well, speaking about the journey, if it were to pass, could it impact this upcoming election season?
If it were to pass, it could. We have had discussions about when that effectiveness date should be, and it is possible that it could. We're getting pretty close to election season already as we go, and so it is probably unlikely to affect this upcoming election season. But the sooner we can make a difference and make a progress with this issue, the better.
Every step forward is progress. All right, Senator, thank you for the conversation. It's been great.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.